Good morning. Third time's a charm. Gonna go back into London and play Dracula in London for DOS. First, let's see, send out some Discord alerts, Twitter alerts, give people some time to shuffle in. And maybe just psych myself up after the first two disastrous attempts. Alright, I'm live. Everyone should know I'm live. Hey, how's Drew? Wow, two people in already. Good morning, Puzzle Better. Good morning, Alka Mikhail. Let's go. Alright, again, public domain software. This game is free to an extent. You can always pay the creator $6 and get some companion pieces to the game. Oh, Crash, good morning. Yay, more Dracula. Yeah. After the game, remember to look up this guy, Stephen D. Jones. See if he still lives in St. Louis, Missouri. Throw him $6. That's a little bit more than a Twitch subscription. Alright. Plot summary. Dracula's in London. He's got a thing for Mina. She starts off the game wounded. You have to investigate, track him down, consecrate all of his coffins of earth, or just slay Dracula. And hope he doesn't get away. Give the keyboard to whoever it is that's playing Mina. I'm just playing this single player, so that's me. I am Mina. And start the game. Morning headlines. Wolf mauls woman. Okay. First of all, provisions. Hunter status. Get equipment. G. Everyone gets a knife. Well, except Van Helsing. He's got the crucifix, and I could not choose which item to use. So, well, medical bag. He's one of the only two people that can use a medical bag. Van Helsing. And large knife. Jonathan. Mina. I probably don't want Mina in direct combat, so give her the lantern. Yeah, lantern. Dr. Seward. Well, large knife. I wonder, though, since Dr. Seward is Renfield's attending doctor, he can, if you send him to, like, bump combat Renfield, Dr. Seward has a % chance of calming Renfield down and sending him off the map and back to his padded cell. If I give him a knife, will he just straight up stab and try to kill Renfield? Well, we'll find out. Renfield is tactically, he is a random spawn that can happen on the map at any time and just go crazy and attack you. Large knife, Arthur. And Quincy, he starts out with one because Texas. Fun fact, Quincy, I think his last name was Morris? Quincy Morris, yeah. In the game Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, you play Jonathan Morris, who is a direct descendant of Quincy Morris from the Dracula book. Lantern, medical bag, skeleton key. You know, I know Arthur got pinched twice by the cops by trying to break and enter places, so a skeleton key would be useful, but nah. Oh, rat terriers will allow the hunters to easily kill rats in infested rooms. Only Arthur can choose the rat terriers. You know, rats were not a problem in my first 2 sessions. Don't forget, everyone gets a knife this time. Well, I can't give a knife to Van Helsing. And Mina, I really don't want her in direct combat, but... You know, it would be really fun and ironic if Mina is the one that kills Dracula, so yeah, let's give her the knife. And she can only carry one item because, girl. Yes. This game was made in 1988, don't forget. Oh, I can still give people other items. Let's see. The rat terriers. You've seen, if you've been watching my other streams, the other sessions, the other failures, there can be giant spiders that appear on the map. Dracula can appear on the map. Renfield can appear on the map. The room can also be infested, covered with rats, and you're going to be fighting something like every step of the way. But that just hasn't happened the first 2 times. Let's see what happens if I tempt fate and do not get the rat terriers, which makes killing rats easy. Yay, knife hype. That's a sentence I never thought I would say. Let's see, acquire sacred weapons. Crucifix, I already got one. Sacred wafer. You know, that's great for... Didn't seem to repel vampires the first time. You can sterilize or consecrate the Dracula's boxes of unholy earth. I'm not going to win that way. I want to kill Dracula, so I'm going to forsake the sacred wafers. Wolfsbane. Didn't seem to work, but that wolf got the better of me. But yeah, I'm going to take it anyway. Wolfsbane. Quincy. Belladonna. Let's give that to Dr. Seward. Holy water can burn Count Dracula. I think that... I don't know how to prioritize weapons. Like, if I gave holy water to Van Helsing, which one would he use on Dracula? And do they do the exact same thing? Like, what does burning Dracula and cowering Dracula tactically do? Well, you know what? Okay. If I'm going to be fighting, I've got the Wolfsbane, I've got the Belladonna. Let's give Jonathan some garlic. And... yeah, let's go with the Rat Terriers. This is going to be a combat heavy. I'm just going to Zerg rush Dracula. Arthur, he's a local aristocratic lord of the area. He was one of Lucy's suitors. Lucy was Mina's best friend. Lucy was one of Dracula's first victims. So Arthur sort of is in this for revenge. Along with Quincy. So yeah, I've got some good anti-vampire weapons, anti-wolf weapons, anti-rat weapons, anti-Dracula weapons. Yeah. I'm going berserk. Let's investigate that newspaper report about the giant bat. They believe they've captured the beast responsible. Yeah, this is how this sort of feels like a board game. You have a lot of random events and then random results to the events. This could have said the authorities have captured the beast responsible just as easily as it could have said, oh, the beast was seen at the wharf, and then you go to the wharf and there may be a combat instance. Or not. It's like when you turn over the card in a game of Munchkin or the community chest in Monopoly. Random stuff can happen. Let's see. Renfield. Can we visit Renfield at night? Renfield's quiet. Rest. Change player. Wolf mauls woman. Investigate. No clues found. Trace the Count's cargo. No clues found. Oh, that's a boring 2 days. Renfield in the daytime. Renfield has a hobby of catching flies. Sometimes he'll give you useful information, but rare. Trace the Count's cargo. The Count's cargo was consigned to a solicitor in Whitby, Samuel Billington, Pontefract, England. Okay. Go Billington. The invoice supplied to Jonathan by Samuel Billington says shipped 50 cases of common earth to be used for experimental purposes to a house on Jamaica Lane. That's my first lead. Let's go to Jamaica Lane. Gather your party. Wouldn't this be wonderful if I start out this stream and I just meet Dracula right off the bat and kill him? As long as they don't give Renfield a kitten again, I'll be good. Yes. The house presents an unwholesome appearance to the eye. Force open the window. You hear the policeman. Arthur, with the rat terriers, is going to be arrested. Okay, let's hope we don't run into rats. It's too dark to see. Scotland Yard releases Arthur. Okay, I'm gonna need to think again and someone come back with a lantern. Because regrettably, this is a vampire story. There's gonna be some action in dark. Yeah. There is one Black Sea-bound ship going out with the tide tonight. Okay. Everyone's very tired. No news. Okay, if I had to get rid of something... What can I get rid of? What do I dare get rid of? Let's give Jonathan the lantern. Because I already have a crucifix. I could use Van Helsing to just stun Dracula every turn. So I don't think I need the garlic. That's a bit redundant. I don't know why I have to get equipment and acquire weapons from 2 different places. Okay, get equipment, lantern, Jonathan. Renfield requests to see Dr. Seward. Can you explain why you have to dig up the dirt? I think that has to do with points. If you can... He always... Dracula, he's just a dirt snob. He wants special home Transylvanian dirt in his coffin. He can't sleep without it. I think that's more of a psychological thing than an actual, like, vampire lore thing. But if you can consecrate all of his coffins, then he has no place to go to. You get more points. I think you can win that way if you consecrate all the coffins. But that's not the only win condition. You can also kill Dracula, which is what I'm going to do this time. It's more of a nice to have than a needs item, exactly. Even if you don't follow the show, there was one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where she meets Dracula, and there's a lot of discussion about the book versus this version, and it's a fun standalone episode. There's another vampire in the show who just basically calls him a snob. He has to have all those crates of fancy dirt, and just calls him out for being a snob. Well, let's go visit Renfield. Renfield whispers while looking furtively at the attendants. They think I could hurt you. Fancy me hurting you, the fools. Not helpful. Well, now it's daytime. I don't need the lantern I just picked up. Buffy was such a fun thing at the time. It's still fun. Go to Jamaica Lane. Maybe there won't be any cops this time? Oh, I guess the window's left open. The room is strewn with rubbish. The room is foul with vermin waste. I wonder if that means at any time a dozen rats could suddenly spawn. And I didn't discover this until last session. That little pounds icon means you find a bag full... Oh, a bag full of gold. It was banknotes last time. I don't know what I can do with it. There's no money in this game. All the gear and sacred weapons and stuff was free. Oh, seriously. 6666. Public math. Okay. Okay, that's more than half the crates of Earth. If I had... Oh, it says right there, 28. Yeah, there's more than half the game right there. If I had brought the sacred wafers. But no, I want to kill Dracula. Anything upstairs? Ah, more money. There are vermin droppings scattered about. They keep mentioning the vermin. A bag full of gold, yes. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Hey, Ducks in Disguise, good morning. My roommate at the time loved Buffy. She'd camp out on the couch in the living room and marathon it with another of our friends when they'd release the seasons on DVD. Yeah. My uncle and I, he would record the week's worth of sci-fi and fantasy, like Stargate, Buffy, Angel, and then on the weekend, like, we would just order some pizza and marathon it together. Apologies if that jingle gets stuck in your head. Well, we successfully broke, entered, and stole 2 bags of gold from someone. Yay? There's a low moaning from Renfield's room. Now, I don't know exactly how this game works. Like, in the background, does that mean... like, whenever you're playing XCOM, you know that the aliens are doing things in the background during your turn. While you're hunting for aliens, they're doing supply missions, building up colonies, doing missions to influence countries. So there's a whole second player at the same time. Is Dracula a second player? Is Dracula visiting Renfield's room in order to exert influence over him and turn him into a weapon so he jumps us during a combat encounter? Is Dracula at one of these places right now that I could interact with him? Because I have encountered him at the very beginning and ended the game in one turn before. Is that chance, or is there a system behind it? I would love to know. And that ambiguity, that unknowing, that gameplay via superstition is what adds so much tension to this game, and why I love it so much. Everyone feels well-rested this morning. Great. Except Mina. Mina looks far from well. No news of interest. Well, Mina's health is still question mark. Visit Renfield. What was that moaning all about? Renfield is incredibly violent just before sinking into a sort of melancholy. Any clues? No. Wharf in the daytime? No clues found. Trace accounts cargo, anything? Nothing. Rest. Ow! At the asylum, all the letters, diaries, and newspaper clippings have been burned up. The blue flames flicker amongst the white ashes. It must have been the Count. That was one of the best parts of the book. Yesterday I mentioned the book Dracula. During the events of the book, they are writing the book. because it's composed of a whole bunch of journals, letters, and diary entries. And there comes a point when someone is writing about, oh yes, Mina has, like, because she's a really good stenographer and typist, she collated everything and wrote everything up and made this great archive of everything that's being done. And then Dracula comes in and burns everything. But she has a backup because she's a good, I guess, typist, secretary. And so she saves the day. She's responsible. Rest. There's an appalling scream from Renfield's room. An attendant informs Dr. Seward that Renfield has met with some terrible accident and then died shortly later. Oh, that did not happen the first 2 times. Oh, no more visiting Renfield. Go to? There's no place to go to. I guess just rest. Everyone feels well rested this morning, including Mina. Wolf mauls woman. Investigate the newspaper. No clues found. Mr. Hawkins, Jonathan's mentor and father figure, dies. Mina and Jonathan must leave for Exeter tomorrow morning to attend the funeral. They will return tomorrow night after sunset. Well, I got no leads. No place to go to. So much like the randomness in Oregon Trail games. Yeah, randomness did a lot to carry a game back in those days. Still does. Mina must be a victim of the Count. She is terribly weak and pale-looking, with 2 horrible wounds on her neck. You must protect Mina. If Dracula bites her again, she will surely join the grisly ranks of the undead. So instead of resting, I'm going to have to spend the night protecting Mina. Would you like to perform a blood transfusion? Yes. Quincy. So now I can... I don't know what resting does, but I get the feeling it has some sort of combat multiplier. Like if you're tired or exhausted, you're going to be more easily hurt or wounded. So protect Mina. I'll rest during the day. There is a strange stillness over everything. Everyone feels well rested this morning, despite staying up all night and Quincy losing a few pints. Jonathan and Mina leave for Exeter to attend Mr. Hawkins' funeral. They will return after sunset tonight. Oh. I had that random event last time, and Jonathan and Mina were killed. So this text actually read, Jonathan and Mina were unable to attend the funeral. I wonder if vampires can suffer from dysentery. Can you imagine being immortal and having to live with that longer than necessary? Well, maybe if somebody spiked their food, something to give them a sour stomach. Well, let's rest during the day, because I got no leads. Jonathan and Mina return from Exeter. Okay, protect Mina. You see a big bat on the windowsill just before it flies into the woods. How many times per night is Dracula allowed to attack Mina? Can he do it every turn? Is it just once a night? I don't know. Everything seems in order. Everyone feels well rested this morning. That doesn't sound right. Prowler at large. Investigate. The sighting occurred at the estate of Carafax, next door to the asylum. Let's go to Carafax. You learn that up until very recently, there's been a notice board of for sale up. Perhaps Mitchell, Sons and Candy, the house agents, will tell you something. Alright, that gives me a lead to trace the Count's cargo, just in case I don't find anything here. I want to go in prepared. Let's send for a locksmith. The locksmith arrives and leisurely hangs his coat on one of the spikes on the rail. After searching through his bag of tools, he takes out a selection. All at once, the door opens under a slight push. I don't know why hiring someone to break and enter... Oh, snap! It's him. The Count stands in this room. As he turns his face towards you, a hellish leap looks onto it. And everyone's got a knife. And he doesn't have a wolf with him. And it's during the daytime, so he's probably weaker. The room contains 5 large wooden crates. And a grand piano. At least I think that's an ASCII grand piano with a candelabra on top of it. Oof. I'm excited. I'm giddy. This could be it. Van Helsing crucifix sears the Count's forehead. Oh, God, he's penned in by the darn crates of earth, so... Mina. Go for it, Mina. I'm just going to send Quincy to the middle of the room. In case Drac teleports away, he'll be near Quincy. Oh. Jonathan is attacked by the Count. Jonathan's wounded. Van Helsing's medical bag reduced the injury. I'm gonna Zerg rush this guy. The Count avoids your attack. The Count avoids your attack. With a sinuous dive, the Count avoids the blow. Am I actually attacking him? Like, am I whittling down his hit points? Is he going to miss 3 or 4 times? Like, does he take 10 hits to kill? The Count escapes. Oh, darn. So close. He knew he was losing. There's nothing of interest upstairs. I cannot play the piano. Well, I still do have one more lead. The estate agent that had sold this house. Trace, Mitchell, Sons and Candy. At their office on Sackville Street, the man who sees you is particularly suave in manner. He says, I would like to oblige you, and especially the Honorable Arthur Holmwood. I would like to... I will consult the house and contact Lord Godalming. Well, let's rest. Protect Mina. Oh, hey! A bot. Alright, who wants a mod sword? There we go. Just click on the name and then hit ban. Is now banned from this earth. Thank you. I'm getting bots. I'm somebody now. You see something moving about just outside the window. A letter to Lord Arthur from Mitchell Sons and Candy. The purchaser of the estate about which Mr. Harker expressed on your behalf was a foreigner, Count Deville. He also purchased a large estate near the city. Let's protect Mina, take a nap, and then go see the city. Nothing unusual happens. Everything seems unusually quiet. All is quiet. Everyone feels very tired. Rest, rest. Go to the city. Oh, what is that happy little emote? It looks like Link holding up a GG and the dancing gnome from the Mana series. The lawn is rank with weeds. Force open window. You hear a policeman's heavy tramp approach. He passes by, acquiescence. 6 large wooden crates. Nothing of interest upstairs. Is this a note? Can I steal this? Oh. You find only meaningless documents. Let's try the estate again. Maybe we'll get lucky. No. That little jingle is going to be stuck in your head every time you do a small action. You open the refrigerator. Doo-doo-doo. Protect Mina. Nothing unusual. Protect, protect. Giant bat scene. Investigate. No clues found. Rest a little bit. Protect Mina. Protect. Oh dear. 1 week later. By now it has become painfully obvious that Count Dracula has disappeared from London without a trace. You may want to go to Castle Dracula in an effort to track him down. Okay. This could be a final showdown. We might find him in the castle, his home turf, or not. It's kind of a coin toss. Do we get this final showdown or not? After traveling all day on a rough road, you stand before Castle Dracula in all its grandeur, perched 1,000 feet on the summit of a sheer precipice. It's him! You see the Count, his eyes blaze red with vindictive hate, as would a devil. He wails, "Welcome to your death." The room smells musty and close. The heavy door slams shut and locked behind you. No going back now. Crucifix. Zerg Rush. Mina, go for it. Quincy. Oh, what? Mina is attacked by the Count? I thought he was trying to turn her and save her and make her his eternal bride. Why would he attack her? Mina is attacked by the Count. Mina's in critical condition. The medical bad reduced her injury. Okay. Stun. Jonathan. The sinuous dive. The Count avoids the blow. Kakalakola, hey, good morning. Mina, take him out. No. The sinuous dive, the count avoids the blow. Let's go for the head. Oh, that worked! Arthur's knife plunges deep into the vampire's heart. Or head. The Count's body writhes and thrashes in anguish. Wait, wreaths or wreaths? Then disintegrates into dust. In the final moment, there was in the face a look of peace. 7 years ago, we all went through the flames, and the happiness of some of us since then is, we think, well worth the pain we endured. Oh man, I wish I had those wafers. I could have gotten so many more points. Van Helsing, happily retired. Jonathan and Mina, happily married. Dr. Seward and Arthur... Wait, why is Dr. Seward only 70% happy? Oh, it's probably because Renfield died. Renfield is probably in some way tied to his score. And Quincy and Arthur, who fell in love with Lucy. I guess they found someone else, or maybe each other. Team score, 570. Fantastic. We beat Dracula. Happy so many people showed up. Even when that bot jumped into the room and then one of you guys slayed them. Well, now I was expecting to go for like an hour, but we killed Dracula in like 30 minutes. Love found, yes. Okay, stick around. I got something else I can fire up. I downloaded a whole bunch of spooky games. Or spooky themed or spooky trappings. I'll fire one of those up. Stick around, and I'll be right back.